Don't believe my wife. This joke never gets old. Hello again. It's jslosson, the old math guy down the hall. How old? When I was in high school, we were still using trig tables and slide rules. Calculators weren't invented for another couple years. Today's lab is going to be about the area of circles. It's an old classic with a few variations thrown in that require the kids to do some extra work and some extra thinking. Let's take a look at it. Ultimately, this is just the old classic. Find the area of a circle where we cut it in segments, paste it down, and hopefully come up with the approximate formula, pi r squared. Actually, pi r round. The only thing really different about this lab is I've kind of done all the work for you. There's your vocabulary and a few starter questions. The nice thing about this lab is you've got some pretty precise instructions to lead them through it. You probably only have to go around and reteach at each table group for a minute or two, and they'll get it. You'll need a glue stick, pencil, that's about it, a pair of scissors, obviously. What we'd like them to do on the graph is to put in the calculated points from the left-hand page with dots, and then make little X's for these areas we asked them to look up, and then go ahead and derive the area by looking at the graph. And then, of course, we'll want to know why the graph is a curve. If you can, you'll want to cut the last page on cardstock. I would recommend that each kid does his own area calculation, or at most a group of two working together. Now, unfortunately, that leaves you with a third page blank, and we probably need to do something with that. This is how I do my calculation lessons. This is just a page from the 12th set, which would happen probably on the 7th week. Little review of everything. In our class, we use rolling review. Everything gets practiced every week, sometimes on every sheet. So you can see here we've got some multiplying by 10. We've got some 3, 4, 5 right triangles, and of course we'll practice rounding. That's just because I don't want a blank sheet. You can always shorten a lesson. It's really hard to lengthen it once you've handed it out. So, like I said, it's really nothing special or nothing new. It's a pretty classic lesson. You've seen it 100 times. The thing about it is to give kids a sense that area is space that you can stand upon rather than the outside. You'll have to work dozens and dozens of times to remind them that pi r squared. I generally phrase it as radius times pi. They seem to be able to remember that better, and it makes more sense. That's about it. I want to thank you for watching, but most of all, I want to thank you for working with kids that struggle with math. We can make all of them successful, or almost all of them.